Okay, guys, let's see. Am I doing this correctly? I don't even know anymore. I swear to God. Hey, Amy Joe, happy birthday. I just saw your post on YouTube. Happy birthday, dear. I haven't had a chance to go over and comment on it, but I saw that today's your birthday. Thank you for watching today's broadcast over on the YouTube channel. I'm hoping that I don't lose signal. Right now, I've been having trouble with my internet every morning when I go the last two mornings to broadcast the daily forecast on YouTube. I can't seem to chat. Something's wrong with my internet. So I have an appointment on Monday to have it looked at. But I'm hoping I can get through this unboxing. This is the third and last deck that I have for by MJ CULLINANE. If you guys have been watching the unboxings, this is the one that kind of was her first deck and the one that I was sort of that drew me to her because it's surrounding crows. It's called Crow Tarot. It was published by her, self-published by her through an Indiegogo campaign originally, and then it was picked up by US Games. And it was mass produced. This is the one deck that I believe you can find in places like Barnes & Noble, Amazon, things like that. I messaged MJ on a post of hers, and she did explain that the last two decks that I did unbox, the Wise Dog and the Grimalkin, are self-published. So she's handling all of that. The best way to find these decks, if you're interested in purchasing them, is to follow her and follow her work. She has the newest one is out right now, or is in the process of being put out, called Guardians of the Night. So in that deck I have a pre-order on. So we'll be unboxing that here too. But if you guys want to get in on some of these decks, you have to follow her and get in on the pre-orders, because I don't know when she will do reprintings of these decks. It's kind of up to her. I imagine she will, because of their popularity as they grow in popularity, and she'll continue to produce beautiful artwork in other decks, I imagine. But this is somebody that I highly respect, not only for her art, but her knowledge, her skill in reading, reading cards, her skill in creating beautiful decks, all of that sort of stuff. So I wanted to feature all of the decks that I have of hers. Like I've said in the other videos, I'm a bit of a fangirl, and that's okay. I'm totally okay with that. So I wanted to unbox this deck. This deck, just to give a little background on the, hey guys, hi Karen Robert, hey Mary, hey Lisa Schrager, hey Francine Breton, and Leslie Ann. So this deck was the first deck, as I said, that brought me to her. It is not in its original box. It's been open and I've been using it. I use this deck privately, mainly for myself. It's just because it's crows, and crows are a very special bird to me. It's very close to my heart, my crow picking heart. So it's kept in a different type of box. I'll show you the box when I flip cameras and you'll see, but they're going to be sort of out of order and all of that sort of stuff because I've used the deck a fair amount. So it won't be in the original order that they were originally came to me in. It's not a true unboxing in that sense, but it will still give you an idea of what's involved in the deck. For those of you on my Patreon that subscribe at the mid-level to higher levels, you guys will get to vote between the three tarot decks that I've unboxed this in the early part of this month for August. You guys will get to decide which tarot deck we use, whether it's Grimalkin, the Guardian, not Guardian of the Night, Wise Dog, or the Crow Tarot here, okay? Old Crow, exactly, Mary, exactly. Hey, Jamie Taylor, how are you? All right, so I am going to switch the cameras really quick. I hope I don't lose signal on this. So this is a box that I bought specifically for this deck. I actually sent a box similar to this box to MJ for her creation of the deck, because I absolutely love the fact that she created a tarot deck around crows. I love that this has a black heart. I bought this deck, this box in Mexico. So that's the deck. Oh, I do have it still in the original box, I guess. So, and it comes with this book, Fly Through the Veil, and this was the original thank you card that MJ sent out with the deck. Okay, so let me just move this over. I forgot they are still in the original box, I guess. I'm a tidy bitch like that. So it has all of, in the book, it has all of the different meanings of the cards. She pulls from very traditional Rider-Waite-Smith imagery and things like that. That will be very, like, that's one thing that I love about her decks. Although she artistically interprets her decks in slightly different ways, there's a lot of things that are also very staple to original tarot. So for people that want a deck that's like more personal to them, but yet also draws upon traditional symbology, these are great decks to start with. And this one, like I said, I believe it was printed in 2018. It is available through US game systems, so I believe you can find this in places like Barnes and Noble and things like that. I'll have to research it. If there's an Amazon link or whatever, I will leave that in the description of the video once it's fully uploaded. So we'll just put this here. But this was the original backer deck also, just so you guys know that. I think I got in, I missed the original backing for this. I saw it late. But I was able to get one of the original decks because she had leftovers, like a few extras, and I was able to purchase one through her. But then that's when I backed the Wise Dog. When I saw that she had a second deck coming, I was able to get into the backing. It's like I seem to get in on the backing of every other deck of MJ's, because then I missed Grimalkin, but was able to get an overflow copy of Grimalkin, and then I backed Guardians of the Night. So, you know, that's how we roll around here. Yes to Amazon. Miss Mary has found it. Perfect. So this is the back design of this deck. I love it. I love it. Not to sound like an old crow. And these are in all sorts of different orders, so we are just going to roll with it. Now, this is the Eight of Swords, and you know why I know this is the Eight of Swords? I don't even have to count those Roman numerals or those swords. This blindfolded crow trapped in a house full of swords is very traditional tarot. Right? So that's what I mean by her decks being great, because you would just replace that crow with a woman, essentially, and you have an Eight of Swords image right there. So I love that she places the crows in place of them. We have the Five of Wands. Or is this the Five of Wands? Yes, the Five of Wands. They're playing and fighting. See, I love this deck. Like, there's just something about this deck. This is her first, and I know that each deck she does, they kind of get better and better, but there's something about this particular deck for me that really, I love it. I'm excited about the Guardians of the Night too. And the Grimalkin, they're all beautiful in their own regard and right. This is the Chariot, Cancerian energy. We have the Celebration Wreath or Victory Wreath. The Moon for Cancer. The fast moving energy of the crow flying and the crackling of the lightning. It's beautiful. The King of Pentacles. Not to be confused with the King of Testicles. Excuse me, MJ, if you ever see this video, I'm sorry. You know, I don't know how well you know my sense of humor, but I have a bit of a 13-year-old sense of humor. Not to take away from your beautiful deck, though. And I said deck, people. Get your mind out of the gutter. All right, the Page of Pentacles. We have a lot of pentacles happening right now. Let's get our shit together. And this is the Three of Wands. Not to be mistaken for the Three of Flutes. But beautiful. Crows are very, very smart. There's that brilliant story, too, of that young girl that was used to, I believe she fed crows in England, and they brought her all sorts of bits and bobs, like bright little buttons and shiny little pieces. The crows would actually bring them to her in trade for feeding. And so she showed her collection. If you look it up, you look up Crow's collection of gifts or something to little girl, it'll show you the news article from an article, I want to say like the UK Daily Mail or something. And it's brilliant when you see all of the things that the crows brought her over time, all of these different little treasures, and they're just so cool. MJ has crows all over the outside of her house that her and her daughter feed. And I just think it's so... that in and of itself is just beyond cool. This is the Seven of Pentacles, I believe, right? No, 8. I'm sorry. They're so smart. And you know that I believe it's been clinically proven, I could be wrong, I sound like such a doctor, that crows pass down into their DNA to their offspring different sort of learned behaviors. Like, so if a crow knows sort of where to go to get fed and it's weird how they can pass down through their DNA information like that, but they actually do. They're able to. They're really intelligent. The Fool. This is the Nine of Swords. This must be the Nine of Swords. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, and it's also very nightmarish, right? We have the Cage. We have the Nighttime. It's a very nightmarish card. This is the Nightmares card in traditional tarot, which is also depicted by 9 swords pointed in the same direction. It's the woman laying in the bed. This is the Ace of Swords. I love this card. This is actually our end of the week card this week in the daily forecast. This is where we should be ending out, guys. But there's such power in this card. The Queen of Swords. The Three of Cups. Celebration. What is this? This is the Wand. Six of Wands. Get it, Six of Wands. And this is the Four of Cups. And this is very traditional too, where the gentleman is sitting in front of the tree with 3 cups and one floating in the clouds in front of him. So anybody that wants to learn tarot can very easily learn from, like, say, you could get a traditional Rider-Waite deck book, right? An instruction book, like written by an author that has nothing to do with the deck. But you could utilize this deck very easily, I think. Just sort of transferring the crows for people, that sort of thing. Ace of Pentacles. This is the Ten of Pentacles, is it? 4, 3... Or no, this is the 9. Wait. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, this is the 10. Queen of Wands. This is the Beyonce card. That's MJ's phrase, but I stole it. I love it. She is in charge of those lions. This is the Four of Pentacles. Also very traditional, with the man with 1 foot and holding the 4 pentacles around him tightly. This kind of, I mean, I don't want to compare art styles. I hate when people like compare things like that, but unfortunately we do. But this very much has a Gustav Klimt. Is that how you say his name? Like the tapestry, and I don't know if MJ, obviously she knows him. She must know his art, but I don't know if she was inspired, if she likes his art, but it kind of gives me that sort of a vibe, which I love. This is the Justice card. There's like a richness to it. You know that if you look up, it's Klimt, and he's I believe a Russian artist. He did I think it's called, is it called The Kiss? It's a famous painting. This would be the 7 of Cups, I believe, right? Or is this 9? This is the 9, sorry. I just saw all the different, this is the abundance of all of the fruit and fish and stuff. The blossoming flowers, the power of the sun, all of the beauty that comes with the 9 of Cups. The King of Swords. Get it, King of Swords! Oh, I love his purple feathers on his throne. This is the 4 of Swords. Go take a nap. But all of this golden imagery in the background, these backgrounds remind me of a Klimt painting, which I love. There's like a opulence. The High Priestess. She's this white psychic energy emanating from her crown chakra. She owns her intuition. She is on top of it. She's got the spirit, the emotions, all of it working for her. Even the intellect and the pomegranates. Look at her. There's no messing with the High Priestess. We have got the 7 of Swords. Right? Is it 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes. This is the liar, cheater, stealer card, they say. This is the 3 of Swords, the heartbreak card. The Queen of Cups. It's beautiful. This is the 2 of Cups. Love, babies. Look at those crows kissing each other. This is the 2 of Pentacles. This is very traditional with the infinity symbol. Oops, sorry. This is the Five of Cups. Also very traditional with the 3 spilled and 2 behind him. Next to the river, not realizing he can just fill up his cups yet again. It's the King of Cups. I also love the color scheme of this. Like, it's very... I mean, I haven't compared them to her other decks, but I love how sort of... Lots of grays and blues and... Do you see what I'm saying? Golds and stuff. I just kind of like the palette that she chose for this deck. The World. The Emperor. Aries energy. Intellectual. This is the Nine of Wands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Wands. And there is a guidebook, too, that she prints with each of her decks, too, to help you work your way through it, like directly from the artist, which I think is also very, very cool that you don't always get. Some decks have that, some don't. This is the Sun. This is Leo energy. The Page of Wands. Element of Fire. The Lovers, Gemini energy. I also love all the hearts that she uses, like in the Two of Cups, the Lovers, the Sacred Heart imagery. Whoops, the Page of Swords. The Magician. This is the Five of Swords, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you can barely see the 5 in there, but it's in there. This is the Six of Cups. Get it, Six of Cups. Temperance. This is Sagittarius energy. The Devil, Capricorn energy. The Moon, Pisces energy. I love this Moon card. I think it's beautiful. This is the Three of Pentacles. Eat those cherries. Work together to get that fruit. The Two of Swords. The Two of Wands. The Knight of Cups. The Knight of Wands. I just love all the grays and blues. I love the gray borders, too, that she put on everything. Like, it's just beautiful. This is the Eight of Wands. This must be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, totally Eight of Wands feel, where they're all, like, sort of shooting off in that direction, that fast-moving energy, for sure. The Star. This is Aquarius energy. I love the Star card too. I think it's beautiful. The Page of Cups. This would be the Ten of Cups. That would be my dog snoring in the background. Pay her no mind. Tens across the board. This is the Eight of Cups, right? Yes. The Four of Wands. The Death card. I think this is Scorpio energy. We have the Nine of Pentacles. You can also see like references to like her next deck, which would be the Wise Dog with this husky. We have the Seven of Swords. Or this may be the Liar, Cheater, Stealer card, I think, actually. Strength. The Wheel of Fortune. The Hanged Man. That's a beautiful Hanged Man card, too. The Tower. The Hierophant. I believe Hierophant is Virgo. I can't remember what the Tower is. I think the Hierophant is Virgo, though. This is the Five of Pentacles. The Seven of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Judgment. The Queen of Pentacles. The Hermit. Oh no, the Hermit is Virgo, right? I can't keep any of these cards straight. I don't know. I'm like kind of brain dead. I'm a huge Crow lover too. This deck is actually like widely available still, I believe. So that's good for your friend because this is actually, if they are a Crow lover, this is an amazing deck for them to have. The King of Wands. The Empress. This is Venus, the planet Venus, I believe. Possibly Taurian energy. The Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. This is the Ten of Swords. Ouch. The Ten of Swords is never like sort of welcome imagery. It's always painful to look at, in my opinion. This is the Seven of Pentacles. The Ace of Wands. Thank you, Ramona. Thank you, Amy Jo. This is the Six of Swords. Sorry. And this is the Six of Pentacles. All right, let's pull these together like we always do. We'll just pull them from different spots, give them a shuffle, see if there's a card for the day, for the group, for those of us that watch this video at any given time. Maybe there's a message. Those of you that are watching live, you may want to ask a question in your mind as I shuffle the deck. And then the card that comes out will hopefully be a clear and decisive answer for that question. We will do the best that we can. Let's see what we've got from the crows. What do the crows want us to know? You've never seen these, Marita? I will link them if you wait a day or so. I will link them in the video once it's uploaded to an Amazon link if they have an Amazon link, because they were printed by US Games. But these are made by MJ out of MJ CULLINANE out of Seattle, Washington. This was her first deck that she made in 2018. She's since done, now she's on her 4th deck, which is Guardians of the Night, which is absolutely gorgeous. I've also, you saw my unboxing, Marita, I hope, of the Grimalkin, which is also MJ's deck. It's all cats. It's a tarot deck of all cats. It's absolutely gorgeous. I just unboxed it like a few days ago. So if you haven't seen it, Marita, you should go look at that deck too. You might really enjoy that deck. You or Rose might. But I love MJ's decks. They're beautiful. It's actually, I think the box cover is different. It has a crow, just singular crow on it. If, like I said, Melinda, if you wait for like a day and come back to this video on my YouTube channel, there will be a link to a deck probably on Amazon. If you purchase it, I'll get a small percentage of the sale. So that way you can do it that way, or you can go directly to MJ's site. Let's see what the card is for today. Hi, Mycon. How are you? Over on YouTube. Okay. For those of you that asked a question, this is your answer. So we have this is the 9 of Pentacles. So this is, to me, the 9 of Pentacles is about sort of coming to completion with something that we have to do that deals with our material realm, right? It's sort of like we've acquired all of the work and the choices that we've made in 7, the work that we've done in 8, we now come to this place of personal completion in 9, right? The sun shines on this crow, and I love that this crow stands on the head of this dog. To me, the dog represents loyalty. The butterfly up above represents transformation. These willow branches, or these cherry blossom branches, actually, I should say, they represent sort of growth, the opportunity for growth and the embracing of that, in my opinion. So when I look at this card, this is about feeling very full, complete, whole in whatever it is that we're doing. If we're not feeling that way, if there's those of you that are maybe seeking this energy out or looking for the energy of this card, I believe that you can find it. I believe that it's out there. It's possible if you keep focused with it, if you stay with it, if you concentrate on it. Remember, allow this sort of like this singular crow that sits on top of the loyalty. Like, I feel like the loyalty of this dog to me and this crow sitting on top of everything, taking it all in, the transformation, the growth, the energy of the sun, the knowledge, the light that the sun provides, brings about this sort of abundance that we see in the 9 of Pentacles. The traditional 9 of Pentacles is a woman that sits in a field of like grapes, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. I think that she's in like a vineyard of some sort, and she has everything around her that she needs. She's in appreciation of that. There's this like material sort of acceptance and general like overall well-being that I feel like that it comes in the 9 of Pentacles. There's like a centeredness, ability to kind of ground in what we have and be appreciative of the things that we have. It may not be extravagant or a ton. It's not certainly like the 10 of Pentacles has that, even that overflow and abundance. This is abundant and enough for us. If we don't feel like we have this, again, I feel like it's there for you if you seek it, if you go out and chase after it, right? And actually, you know, I wouldn't even suggest to chase after it. To me, this 9 of Pentacles feels like just let it come to you. Let it, just know that it's there for you. And allow your process. Like, I almost feel like this, what I feel like this crow is saying to me is like, just trust me. And what I mean by trust me is I mean like trust yourself in how you grow, in how you sort of bloom. in how you light your own path and how you transform. Like all of these things are, and be loyal to that. That's sort of the dog to me, is like this idea of being loyal to yourself first and foremost, and allowing that to provide you the sort of sustenance and wealth, the well-being feeling that will bring about that transformation, that change in your material world, so that you feel more secure, you feel more grounded, you feel more complete, and you can kind of move forward, almost feeling like, I want to say like, you know, satiated, like full. I don't feel any sort of strong desire or lack in this card. If those of you that are feeling like you're struggling, you need to trust yourself more and be loyal to that. Acknowledge the sort of blessings that come to you, even the small things. And as you acknowledge those blessings, you expand your awareness to see more blessings, to receive more blessings, to allow the sun to sort of shine on you, to allow these branches to sort of bloom and grow and provide you with more. It's there for you, though, in the Nine of Pentacles. This is a very lovely and abundant card. I'm good, Maikon. Thank you for asking. So that is your answer. For those of you that like ask sort of like a yes or no question, I would say this is more on the side of yes than on no. If anybody asked a question in their mind about like, should I do this? Should I not? This would be a yes or a do you need to, because you certainly should have enough or are being provided to have enough. For those of you that believe you're in lack and don't have enough, you need to look around you a little bit closer, because this Nine of Pentacles says to me that the opportunities abound. They are around you. They are, be grateful for what you have. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. What I'm saying is the more gratitude you have, the more you bring in the abundance and the blessings. This is a very blessed card for those of you that watch this video and, you know, want to take this energy and run with it, so to speak. Naman Sethi, I'm not sure when you will get married, dear. This is an unboxing. I just did a card for the group. So I would say that if your question is about getting married, this Nine of Pentacles feels like there is a definite possibility that you will be getting married, just because it is such an abundant card and it is of the Pentacles energy. Pentacles energy, though, is earthbound, so it's more earth. It moves slower, so it might take some time, but it feels as though if you line everything up and stay focused on the positive, that marriage will come. Oh, waiting for my response. Okay, great. I don't know what you're doing, Nam Sethi, but you might want to, if you can't hear me, or that was my response, dear. Okay, you guys. I'm not sure if we're communicating clearly, but that's okay. I wish you all the best of luck, Nam. You will get there. You're already there with that Nine of Pentacles. It's gorgeous. All right, so these will be up on Patreon. I will put a post up probably tomorrow to allow my Patreon subscribers to vote on which deck we'll be looking at and working with for the month of August. It'll either be the Crow Tarot, the Grimalkin, or the Wise Dog. And once I find out which deck that is, I will pair it with an Oracle deck, and we will have our decks for August. So keep that in mind. And that's really it. The next thing I'm going to be working on is the August Taroscopes. You guys can always support me by going over and subscribing at Patreon for the daily forecast, or just watching the daily forecast every day on my YouTube channel. If you don't know about that, please go over to my YouTube channel and check it out. And if you're primarily a Facebooker and you watch me on Facebook, please go over to YouTube and subscribe. Even if you watch me on Facebook, every subscription counts over there. So I appreciate it. And Maikon, the card was for everybody. So you use the card however you see fit, dear. So it's a sort of a group card, because this is just an unboxing where we unbox the deck and look at the art. And then I always pull one card for anybody who watches the video to either answer a question they may have in their head, or just for a little bit of guidance. So that one card is for the whole group, for you guys that are watching right now, and for anybody that watches in the future. It's the Nine of Pentacles. It's a lovely card. It's beautiful. It's all about growth, abundance, energy, transformation, being loyal and true to yourself and what you know to be true, standing in your appreciation of what you have. utilizing that energy to move forth into the world, feeling good and lovely. That's what that's about. So wherever you can apply that for you, Mycon, do so. And utilize the card that comes out of this unboxing for those of you that are watching. All right, you guys, I'm going to sign off before I lose connection. Thank you and take care, because my connection's turning red, so I'm going to go now before I lose it. Have a good day. Thank you. Tune in for more. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, and I will talk to you soon. All right, bye-bye.